this track is such an interesting mishmash of so many different things itself. But that Sheena Easton track that you sort of incorporated, that came from like, was that put out in 1980 or just a little bit earlier?
It was, I think it was 1980, and it was a massive hit in England, and it was obviously a big hit here, but it was like absolute top of the pops in England. And so, yeah, I mean, the story with that song is that there's I used to have a car where when you plugged in the phone, it would just play the first song that started with like A or a number. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So for about 6 months, the first song I would hear whenever I plugged in my phone was that 21 Savage song, A Lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really like that song. I was like, how many problems you got? A lot. I was like, yeah, I totally feel this. I really like this. But I was really inspired by that. But by the intro of that, which I'm sure it's a sample, and please in the Twitch, like tell me what it is. But the I love you for so many reasons. It's like, oh, that's beautiful. And then I just got obsessed with that BPM. So I wrote this kind of choral loop, 4-chord kind of loop thing at that BPM.
Okay.
And then I just started singing, I started singing the lyric, my baby wants a baby. And that thing. And for a couple hours, I really thought that I was like a melodic genius. And then I realized that's Sheena Easton's 9 to 5.
I'm also seeing chat saying it's East of Underground. East of Underground, I love you. That's what chat is saying.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that.
That's the beauty of Twitch chat. They're here to answer all of our questions when we want them to.
Good. So good. I wrote the song around, partially around the melody of 9 to 5. And I get like for a few hours, I was convinced I'd written the best melody known to man. And then I was like, familiar, a little too familiar. My baby takes the... And so anyway, but it actually, I think it subconsciously really, really works in the kind of updating and the commentary and all that. So I kept it, and I credited Flory Palmer, who's the original writer of 9 to 5. So she's a co-writer on the song.
That's it's interesting that your arrival to this song and this melody came so coincidentally, because in a way it does kind of reflect the era that you're borrowing from, because, production wise, there's all those like synthesizer timbres that would sort of be the mark of the 80s generally, but there's almost this extravagant 70s show tune kind of vibe to the song itself. So it's almost like a blend of, those eras together.
Totally. Yeah. Show tune is a good way to put it.
Thank you very much for watching this interview clip over on TND Streams. To see the full interview, click on the video link next to my head or down below, or hit up the link to subscribe to the channel or see our Patreon page to support what we do and get some extra bonus monthly content in the process. Anthony Fantano, forever.